All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chib from Guna Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is to preview the Arsenal versus Fulham game. What, did you think yesterday was going to be the last show? No, today is the last show. We got a game on New Year's Day. Remember that. So joining me just feels appropriate to join me for the last show of the year is my brother Lee. Say hello to the people, Lee.
Afternoon. Happy New Year's Eve. Everyone's going to go and get absolutely fucking trolleyed later.
Damn right.
So, yeah, let's hope our players don't get fucking trolleyed later. Otherwise, it'll be another 5-1, wouldn't it?
Who knows? Someone like Kolasinac feels like the kind of guy that would have a heavy night and then turn up.
Kolasinac looks like he's had a heavy fucking Christmas, bruv.
He really does.
Yeah, man. I watched your stream last night with Sam, Lewis, and Honor, man. Well, I didn't watch all of it, as you know. Yeah. I watched most of it, yeah. But fucking, mate, you like had me in stitches. Some of the shit Ola comes out with, man, is fucking jokes.
Ola is the one-liner king. And bear in mind, my man was ill as well. He was just like, nope, we're still coming out with these bars. Still coming out with these bars.
Yeah, it was a good show, man. Some of their player ratings were a bit off-key, though.
Wow. But enough, we'll come back to that. What are your plans for tonight?
Nothing. I'm just going to sit in and be boring, mate, because I'm an old man.
You know what? You say that, it's surprising the amount of people that just thought, fuck this, I'm staying in tonight.
Yeah. Do you know what it is, right? I'll be honest, I've had a bit of a migraine for the last couple of days. So I'm thinking, yeah, obviously I'm on the drink. That probably don't help. But like you go to your local boozer and they suddenly want to charge you 30 quid to get in. It's like, fuck off, mate. No. Yeah, I come in here all the time. Now you want to charge me? You should be paying me to come in here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking cheeky fucks. And then if you go out anywhere to like a house party or just go and chill, like last year I chilled with my sister and a couple of mates and my sister's boyfriend and that. And it was funny because one of the lads I was there with, I hadn't seen him for fucking years. Yeah, and he's a Tottenham fan. Yeah. So he was giving it all the mouth and all that last year. Yeah, sound geezer. He goes and watches Tottenham all the time. And yeah, he's sound as fuck. But yeah, that was a good New Year's Eve. But problem is, my sister lives like 12 mile away from me. So then I can't drink too much because then I've got to drive back. Yeah, so it's just like, I'll sit here and I'll bang my Xbox on and I'll play a little bit of FIFA with my pal on the headset and we're just chill, man.
I'm so tempted to get an Xbox just so I can play your FIFA. Specifically,
I'm that shit on this one. You'll probably beat me, mate, like everyone else.
No, I see the problems, bro. It's on the PS4 as well. I see the issues. Trust me, the sort of bullshit that's going on,
mate. Even the pro players are crying about it, man. It's just fucking. You know, I retweeted some guy last night. He was in a qualifier for a tournament. Yeah, and he put a thread up last night. He put a 2-minute, 16-second video up of the bullshit that happened to him in a qualifier.
I did. I saw your tweet. Yeah.
Mate. And that sums this game up. And then today, a pal of mine, Ryan, big up Ryan, and he tweeted out like 30-yard finesse shots, bang, they're in. You go 1-on-1 with a keeper, you can't score. Yeah, and it's true. You can't. It's easier to score a 30-yard timed finesse. What the fuck is a timed finesse? Why? Like, I know you don't play FIFA, right? But for anyone watching this that does, yeah, they have completely fucked shooting up on this FIFA, right?
Yeah.
Last FIFA, low-driven shots were so overpowered, right? So you'd get in the penalty box, low drive it across goal, it goes in every time, yeah? Right? But at least you had to get into the fucking box. Do you know what I mean? This one, you don't even need no skill on this one, right? All you got to do, it doesn't matter even if you're aiming at goal, whether you green bar it or not, yeah? Just time finesse. They've put this fucking timed shooting bullshit in where you power it up 3.5 bar, and then tap shoot again. Yeah, and they just fly in 30 yards. You ain't even facing goal, mate. They fly in, yeah? Right? Now, you get clean through on goal, you can't score. And it's just fucking bullshit. Why they've put this timed bullshit into it when there was nobody crying out for it, yeah, they've just completely fucked the game up. And not only that, defending's overpowered. You don't even need to control the defender and they just make tackles for you. It's just a fucking joke, mate. The game's not ready. It's never been ready. And they've released it. They've rushed it. They've put 6 patches on this game to try and fix it, and it's worse than when it first came out. So it is. I'm not even joking, mate. It's worse than when it first came out. And like, when 90% of pro FIFA players, which bear in mind they're professional FIFA players, right? That's their job, right? Is to play FIFA. When 90% of the pro FIFA players are moaning about the game, there is a fucking problem. Because they play it more than me, and I play it a lot, right? But they play it more than me. That's their job. They'd sit there and train and train and train on it all the time, right? So when they're crying about it and moaning about it, surely EA Sports have got to look at that.
When you say professional FIFA players, I know we're going so far off the fucking subject to this video, but fuck it. It beats talking about Ozil, right?
That's a pound in the jar. That's up there with the previous manager.
I know, right?
Don't get me started, man. I'll go mad.
I know. I'm trying not to. When you talk about pro FIFA players, are you talking about people that earn money specifically to do YouTube videos on FIFA?
No. I'm talking about people. Fuck it, I can't speak. Beak. I'm talking about people. It is their job to play FIFA. That is how they make their career and their money, right? So I'll give you an example, right? There's a young lad. He is the fucking Don Perry on a FIFA right now, yeah? A guy called Tex, F2 Tex, his name is, yeah? Right? Go and check his YouTube channel out. Right, he's got a fuckload of subscribers, and he only started it recently. Yeah, he's like last time I checked, I think he had 400,000 subs. Right, but this kid, and he is a kid as well. He's only a young lad, right? He is just next level, taking the piss out of people. He's taking the piss out of other pros when he's playing them. Yeah, he is that good, right? Then you got a guy called Huge Gorilla, the most boring fucking guy on the planet. He makes Michael Owen look interesting, right? He's blocked me on Twitter because he's just a mug. Right, you sit and watch his YouTube, and he's sitting there. Bear in mind, he pumped £5,000 of his own money into the game to open packs on the opening night, right? Which is cool. I get that. He's investing in his business, yeah, right. But then when he finishes top 100 and he's getting these top packs, and he gets a fucking player like Dries Mertens in form, drop and you go, no, I'm a bit disappointed with that. Go fuck yourself, man. Yeah, because the regular FIFA player would be knocking one out getting Dries Mertens, right? He goes, oh, that ain't going to get in my team. Why are you streaming a video then, bruv? Because you're just a negative prick, right? So he put a fucking tweet out saying something, and I put, yeah, and you're still fucking moan about it, right? He fucking blocked me, right? But like PSG, for example, there's a guy called August Rosenmeyer, yeah? That guy's a sick FIFA player, man. Like two-time world champion FIFA player. And by the way, if you win the world champion title, if you win it, you get like £250,000 prize money.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was getting at.
Right?
So they earn money through entering competition.
Yeah, but not only that, they some of them are signed up to football clubs. So like Wolfsburg or have a pro FIFA player or two. PSG have got a couple. Yeah, and all over the world, like some of the English clubs, Man City have just signed some guy up. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but Man City have just signed somebody up. Yeah. Whether obviously they're signed to a contract, whether they get paid a fee for that, I don't know. Yeah, but when they go to a tournament, like so certain months of the year, they'll be like on Foot Champs. This probably means nothing to you, right? But you play 30 games every weekend, and if you finish top 100, or certain months, if you finish in the top 12 on PS4 or top 16 on PS4 and the same on Xbox, you get sent out to Bucharest. Budapest, sorry, or wherever the tournament may be, yeah, you'll get sent out there, VIP, all expenses paid by EA, and you'll get put up in a hotel a lot, and then you play games live streamed on YouTube, yeah, and it's a knockout tournament, yeah. Okay. So if you finish top on the last tournament, I think that Tex finished number 1, yeah. I think you got 50 grand for that, or $50,000 for that. Then but you get rank points as well. So it's all done on a leaderboard, yeah? My pal Ryan, yeah, he's 36th in the world on FIFA. Yeah, he's fucking unbelievable on FIFA. Yeah, and mate, it's just next level. I'm all right on it, yeah? I sit here and say I'm shit. I'm not shit, right? This one, I'm shit compared to the last one. The last one, I was just unbelievable on it, man. But this one... Mate, I'll give you an example. I know we're going well off topic, so I'll hush my gums in a minute, right? There's a guy on Twitter, a guy called Thomas, yeah? Right? Thomas Hogan, I think his name is. Sound geezer, right? He messaged, put a tweet out the other day saying, I'm selling my team, Yeah, I'm fucking done with this FIFA. It is bullshit. His team, he had 4.5 million coins in his account, and he had 5 icons. 4 of them were prime icons. He had Ronaldinho, Vieira, Rio Ferdinand, Eusebio. Yeah, and I was like, how much do you want for your team? I'll buy that off you, bruv. Yeah, just give me a fiver. Just give me a fiver, he's going, yeah? I'm like, are you for real? I said, you on PS4 or Xbox? He goes, PS4. Like, damn, man. But then I thought, right, maybe it'd be cheaper to go and buy the PS4 than it would to fucking put all them coins on the game. but again, he, on FIFA 18, was fucking unbelievable on it. This one, he can't get to grips with it, mate. And there's a lot of people like that. And the people that have not played FIFA 18 that much are doing well on FIFA 19. So, like, one last example before I shut up, right? My best mate's a Tottenham fan, yeah? Right? And I've known him for years and years, right? And we've played FIFA together for years. Yeah, we always sit and chat on the headset while we're playing. He's got an unbelievable team. He's got like 8 icons in his team, yeah? Right? He was on Foot Champs this weekend, 16 wins with 7 to go. He had a shit start, clawed it back. He had 16 wins with 7 to go. He won 1 out of 7, right? This guy is one of the best FIFA players I know. His brother never played FIFA 18 at all, right? His brother, his whole team is icons, right? His brother's pumped a lot of dough into it, right? His brother was 5 wins out of the first 11 and then finished 16 wins out of the last 19. So he finished on 21 wins out of 30, yeah? Okay. Whereas my mate's been playing FIFA for years, was the Dom Perignon on the last one. Can't get fucking more than 20 wins on this one. I think his best win, actually, I'm lying, I think the most wins he's had is 19. His brother, who never played FIFA 18, granted he's got a better team, but that's irrelevant, right? Ends up with 21 wins this week. How's that possible? It's just bullshit. The game's fucked, mate. It don't reward good FIFA players. It rewards shit cunts. Yeah, the shit that happens. I could sit here and fucking go on for 5 hours, mate.
I was going to say,
we got a Fulham preview to look forward to.
That's all from us, folks. We hope you enjoyed the preview.
Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, don't buy FIFA 19. If you got it for Christmas, take it back. And don't do any coins on it. Don't do any FIFA points on it. It's a waste of fucking money. So yeah, let's look forward to FIFA 20. Hopefully they sort this shit out, or my FIFA career will be dead.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's talk about Arsenal versus Fulham. Specifically, let's talk about Arsenal. I've done a couple of shows now focusing on the performance of Arsenal. We did a 2-hour special with Ola Sam and oh my gosh, Lewis. I'm so sorry, Lewis. Where we went and did a 2-hour special where we were just doing player ratings. It was, as Lee alluded to, it was such a hilarious show to do just because it was interesting to see how all of us differed. And even Lee was in the chat room and Lee was like, what are these motherfuckers talking about? Give them a 0, give them 1, give them this. And Claude is in the chat room and Colin was in the chat room and all the usual crew in the chat room. So it was a really good back and forth show. So even though it was 2 hours, I promise you, it's not a plodding show. Go check that out.
No, it was good. It was decent, man.
And then obviously myself.
The chat room was lit as well, man.
It was lit. It was really active yesterday. It was active. And then obviously we did our initial reactionary review as well. So kind of moving forward, I really wanted to focus on 2018 and Arsenal. And for me, I think it's been a terrible year for Arsenal. Just as a calendar year, what is your take on
I think it's been a fucking wicked year.
I know why you think it's
a wicked. Man. We potted him. We potted him. He's gone. Yeah. Gazidis fucking jogged himself on. Ta-ta. Thanks for fucking us for 2-3 seasons now. Like the last 2 or 3 seasons. Giving out stupid contracts left, right and centre. And yeah, we've got 2 of the 3 twats in our club out. So it's been a great year. We've signed Aubameyang. We signed Lacazette. Yeah, I think it's been decent. We've now got a proper manager. And I know people are going mad about, oh, we lost at Anfield. He's not a proper manager. He's shit. He's not an upgrade and blah, blah, blah. And the meltdown's just been a fucking piss take. You know, fucking people have been sat there waiting for 7 months for him to fucking have a result like that. So fucking sit there, chat shit.
100% agree with that.
There's this geezer, and I am going to give you his name. The geezer is a fucking mug. Chaz Nuki Burden, or Birkin, or whatever his fucking name is. He's a blue tick. He's a fucking absolute mug. Yeah? Mate, I've told him umpteen times how he ain't blocked me. Fair play to him, right? He sat there for years and years and fucking years coming at me, giving it, you're not proper Arsenal. You don't back the manager. You're negative. You're causing a divide. Yeah? Go check that dickhead's tweets out. He's sitting there, quote tweeting, what was the worst thing your club has done? What was the worst transfer your club has done in the last 5 years? He quote tweets it, swapping Emery for the previous manager. Yeah, go fuck yourself, mate. Right? He then sits there and tweets out, I'd rather Spurs win the league than Liverpool.
No chance.
I swear, mate, I screenshotted it. So if he ever deletes it, I'll rip him again. Right?
And I hate Liverpool fans.
Mate,
but
listen.
Never. I will never prefer that.
If you're Arsenal, right, no way in a million years do you want them to win a fucking corner, a throw-in, a free kick, a fucking, yeah? I'm sorry, but how that dickhead can sit there and then he's giving it, he replied to me and he goes, I wouldn't expect you to understand it as you're new to Arsenal. Mate, my first game was October 1990. Go suck your mum, bruv, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Fucking dickhead.
To be honest, even if it meant them win a game and it meant that we would win the league, I still wouldn't support them. How bad is that?
Nah, man.
I still wouldn't support them. Fuck them.
No way. If we were level on points with Liverpool, like 89, right, and or how that works out, we had to beat them 2-0 and all that, yeah? Right? But let's say we were, I don't know, 2 points behind Liverpool, right? We beat them, we win the title. But Man City were playing Spurs, right? So if we got a draw, Spurs beating Man City would mean that fucking Man City or whatever, right?
Yeah. No, you mean, yeah.
No fucking way. Or if Spurs beating them meant we won the league because of the results, no way. I'd rather not win the league. No fucking way. I don't want them to do nothing. Fuck them, man. Seriously. Yeah. And this is the thing that fucks me off with it, Chris, right? Is all of these people that are sitting there cussing Emery right now, yeah? 95% of them backed that fucking dinosaur for 5 years too long and were abusive, rude, calling us out, fucking like making us look like stupid ones, yeah? Fucking just like untold abuse, right? And it's like, what? Now he's gone and we lose one game against a team that are sat top of the league unbeaten. What, you're sitting there giving it, yeah, we should bring him back and I'd rather Spurs win the league. Seriously, mate. Don't get it. The geezer's a prick. There's no coincidence he writes for The Guardian, right? No coincidence he's a vegan. No disrespect to vegans, yeah, but man maybe needs to get a bit of meat in him rather than eating fucking leaves.
That's not
right? But each to their own. Yeah, each to their own. Listen, I don't give a fuck. One of my mates is vegan, yeah? But maybe he needs to get a bit of fucking sausage in him, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Right? Seriously. I'm not even kidding. One of my mates is fucking vegan and he's sound as fuck. This geezer's just a fuck up, man. Yeah? Then I've seen some other dickhead giving it, oh, yeah, well, at least we had hope when we went into these games with the previous manager. Bruv, did you start supporting Arsenal this season? Do you know what I'm saying? Because did you not see the 8-2 or the 5-1 3 times against Bayern? Or the 6-0 against Chelsea? Or the 6-3 at City? Or the 4-0 at Southampton? Or the fucking Sheffield Wednesday debacle? Or the fucking, all the other, Nottingham Forest, Bradford, Blackburn. Mate, I could sit here and carry on. Yeah? These fucking people, mate, they're deluded. They got their blinkers on and they're not Arsenal fans, right? They're not. They are not Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans don't want that lot to win a fucking game of football, ever, right? No, sure. And they don't give two fucks that the manager has now gone and been replaced with another manager because the badge is the biggest thing at the fucking club. End of. Not one man, not two man, not three man. The fucking badge, Arsenal FC. That is what it's about. Yeah, and I was speaking to
the club is guy. The star. The club is the star.
Ken's words, right? I don't know if you see the conversation. I tagged you in it about 1 o'clock this morning. right? Real nice older guy, yeah? He's been going since the fucking 70s.
Yeah,
He wants to come on here, man. He wants to come on. So get him on at some point. He'll fucking educate all these people, mate. Trust me.
I
He'll
just see
educate
him.
me.
Yeah,
He'll educate you. I'll learn something.
yeah. I'm up for that. I've checked him out. By the way, just to go back to our FIFA talk, I want to show you how the internet listens to our conversations, right? I have never in my life have I searched for a FIFA video, right? But you know, sometimes when you're on Google, if you say like a product,
Oh, Google are
enough
corrupt,
times,
man. Yeah, they fucking
it
they know what they're
suddenly
doing. They're
pops
watching
up.
everything, mate.
Yeah, we've been talking about FIFA for a good 15 minutes at the start of this show. I just went onto YouTube. One of the very first videos is FIFA topic, a video recommended for you. FIFA 20 must be better. How the fuck? Where does that come from?
Wow.
Where has that come from? Because I've never watched one of these things.
There you go.
That's some scary shit. Oh my gosh.
Google's the worst, mate.
So,
when you come off of this stream later, type in on YouTube, Google listens to your or watches you or something. Yeah, I watched a video, and the guy typed in something to do with fucking dog food or dog shit. Like something to do with like a bone for a dog, like a toy bone or something.
yeah.
Right? And he types it in, yeah, just on a search. Yeah, hour later he comes back. He goes on a completely different fucking website. Just types in a website that he wants to go through. Then it'll pop up in the corner was the exact thing he fucking searched.
That thing, yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
I see that. It happens.
Yeah.
They listen. They're listening to you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If they're listening, tell them go suck their mum.
See what pops up there.
I watch fucking sucking young dirty mums will pop up now. Pornhub and all that. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna get fucking bombarded now.
Oh, that's some scary shit. Anyway,
fucked, isn't it?
So you think that Arsenal have had a brilliant year based on the exits of the club?
Yeah.
I think results-wise, we've had a terrible year.
Yeah, agreed.
Let me ask you this. Other than the previous manager, got me saying it now, going, and obviously taking his lackey with him, Mr. Burns with him. Sorry, not Mr. Burns. Is it Mr.
Smithers?
Burns?
Yeah, Smithers. He's Mr.
Smithers
Burns.
with him.
Yeah,
Smithers 0.2 with him. What would you say is the best thing that has happened to the club this year?
Other than them two things, I'd say signing Aubameyang, because the amount of goals that guy has scored since he's been here, not that it's meant fuck all, by the way, right? But the amount of goals, the amount of money we brought him for, by the way, which was in January. Apparently, you can't buy top players in January. The baggage apparently he was coming with. Apparently, he's a dressing room wanker, and he causes divides, and he's up his own arse, and all this swagger and flashy lifestyle. The geezer's been fucking immense since he's been here, mate. Yeah, and if you look at, I know we haven't really seen over the years all the training ground stuff. They've been pumping more and more of that out this season under Emery, yeah, right. But every time you see Aubameyang, he's fucking smiling, right? The players clearly love him. You know, fucking Lacazette when he scored against Fulham, yeah, went running up and jumped on Aubameyang off the bench, and Aubameyang's his cheerleader and all that. And it was like, you know, and Lacazette as well, right? Let's not forget it. Lacazette could have had his nose knocked out of joint, being like, well, hang on, I'm the main guy here. 52 mil. Well, now you're signing him 6 months later. Yeah, for more money in my position. Right? And we've seen that he's starting to get a bit of the ump with being subbed and all that, yeah? Right? But I don't think that's Aubameyang's doing. That's obviously, he's just not happy he's not staying on for the whole game or whatever, right? And obviously Emery has come out and said that he tried to sign Lacazette at PSG, right? But I think he favours the pace over the work rate. Yeah, I think you guys spoke about that slightly last night. But, you know, I think Aubameyang has been the best thing that has happened to us in 2018 other than them two people leaving our football club, right? Because he's now given us a world-class striker. We have now got a world-class striker. Yeah, I'm not saying he's world-class all the time because he clearly isn't. Against fucking that lot the other night, he was irrelevant. Yeah, and I blame him for that. I know you lot didn't. You lot blamed the midfield for that. Yeah, I blame him for that.
You blame who?
I blame Aubameyang for that the other night
Okay.
for not having any touches. Right. I don't blame Ramsey for that. I don't blame Xhaka for that. I don't blame Torreira. I don't blame Maitland-Niles, and I don't blame Iwobi for him not being in that game. Yeah, I blame him for not being in that game because this is the difference, right? And this is where I say he's world class at certain times. He's not world class all the time. I'd say he's the next tier down from world class, right? I love him to bits, mate. And don't get me wrong, he's my favourite player. Yeah, love him to bits, but he's the next tier down from world class. World class, and I know I'm going to sound like a right cunt here. Harry Kane is world class. Yeah, because even when that geezer's not in the game, bang, one chance, goal. Yeah, one chance, goal. We see it at the World Cup. The geezer done fuck all in the World Cup. Ended up with a golden boot. Yeah, he done nothing all World Cup. Right, and I know he got penalties and all that, and people are probably mugging me off for saying that, right? But Luis Suarez, world class. Yeah, they are world-class strikers. Even Lewandowski to a certain degree. Maybe Lewandowski's in the same bracket as Aubameyang, maybe just the next tier down. But I'd say Harry Kane and Luis Suarez are world-class strikers. Yeah, and then I'd say the next bracket down, you've got your Agueros, you've got your Lewandowskis, you've got Aubameyangs.
I'd put Aguero in world class. I'm sorry.
No.
Aguero's been doing it too long to say my man ain't world class. I completely disagree.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's a fair point. And yeah, I suppose if I'm putting Kane in there, Aguero.
Yeah, of course.
So no, you're right. I'll make you right on that. But I just think that, you know, like the game against Liverpool the other night, right? And this is the difference between a world-class striker and the next tier down. And it's not a million miles difference, because if you look at the scoring records between them all, they're all there or thereabouts, right? But the difference is when it's not going your way, right? So Aubameyang weren't getting into the game. We've all seen he had 13 or 14 touches and 6 were from kickoff, right? So if that's the case, you drift out wide, yeah? And you say, fuck you, Iwobi, give me the ball. Yeah? You then try and cut inside and try and fucking bend one top bins. Or you cut inside and try and do a reverse ball back to Iwobi who's done the overlap. Right? You come back short to the halfway line. Yeah? You peel off and make a run. And I know he makes runs, and he did against Liverpool, right? And eventually he stopped making runs.
Yeah.
Not because the ball weren't coming to him, but off the ball, he don't do enough. You watch Harry Kane off the ball, right? Harry Kane off the ball is the first one of their press.
Yeah.
Yeah? Aguero was ditched and put on the bench when Pep arrived because he don't work hard enough off the ball. Yeah?
He does that now,
off the ball. He fucking does that now. He does that now. Yeah? He does that now, right? So for Aubameyang to be immune from criticism, I don't buy that. Right? For the midfield to be blamed for not supplying Aubameyang, I don't buy that as well. Aubameyang's got to do more, because if that was Lacazette, who, by the way, I do think is a better all-round player, but I think that Aubameyang's the better finisher.
But we've said that from day dot. This is what I said to the boys yesterday, and I think they kind of almost reluctantly agreed. And that was, for me, Lacazette can play up top by himself
all day long.
Aubameyang can't.
He can't. He needs a partner.
Lacazette has more to his game. He has more. He can hold up the ball. To me, I don't give a damn how many goals Aubameyang scored. Lacazette is a better finisher. He just is.
See, I think Aubameyang's the better finisher. I think Lacazette's the better footballer.
I think Lacazette's the better finisher, but Aubameyang has better movement.
Lacazette, he's got better movement by a mile.
Lacazette is not wasting that many chances per game. He just isn't. That's not happening. And that's why I think, in my view, it's just that Lacazette has never played for long enough. So
Let me ask you this, right? If you take Firmino out of Liverpool, who's basically a false nine, he ain't really a striker, is he?
He ain't really a striker.
He's basically a false nine, right? And then you've got Salah and Mane, yeah? Right? If you put Aubameyang into their team, how many goals over the course of this season, from the start of this season to now, do you think Aubameyang would have? Do you think he'd have more than he's got at Arsenal?
I wouldn't necessarily say so.
No, see, I do. I think he'd have 5, 6, 7 goals more. I think he'd be
Right.
pissing the golden boot. If he
I
played in
don't
that
know.
Firmino role, I think he'd be pissing the golden boot.
To
He'd be on
me,
20 goals.
to me, I don't know how you can see the chances that Aubameyang misses and tell me that this motherfucker is a good finisher. He misses at least 2 or 3 chances where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, to be fair, you tweeted it, right? Every game he has got a big miss in front of him, right? We
At
see it at
least.
Stamford Bridge. We see it against Tottenham. Yeah, both Tottenham games, right?
And don't get it twisted, people. I love the man. Please don't get me wrong.
I think
But this is just something I've accepted now.
I think
I've accepted.
like look at the other night, yeah. Why has he not gone with his head? I know he was offside, right? But you got to head that. Why are you going with your foot?
Yeah.
Right? You got to head that and take a clatter into the post and maybe do your shoulder, right? You've got to take that because, and that's the difference between him and Lacazette. Lacazette would have headed that and popped his shoulder for the calls, yeah? Aubameyang ain't got that in him. Yeah, Aubameyang's more of a, oh, fuck that, I'm a bit of a pussy. We're in the nicest possible way, yeah?
Yeah.
Aubameyang's build is the same as me. He's 6 foot and 10 stone dripping wet, right? Yeah, Lacazette's short and stocky and would be like, yeah, I'm fucking having it. And I've said it to you, I've said it to other people all season, right? When you lump a ball long to Aubameyang, for the size of the guy, he never wins a header. But Lacazette does. How is that possible? Because Lacazette will fucking elbow you in the ribs to get an advantage. Aubameyang ain't got that physical side, right?
Yeah.
The thing I will say here, they're both fucking brilliant, right? Neither are world class consistently, right?
I agree.
Right, but they have both got world class moments in them across the whole point of a season. Maybe half the season they'll pull out a world class moment, yeah, right. But they've both got majorly opposite attributes. If you could put them both together, you've got Harry Kane. Let's be real.
Honestly,
from the pace. Apart from the pace.
Yeah, minus the pace.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to have a love fest over Harry Kane because I think he's a cunt, right? But I tell you something, I'd have him at fucking Arsenal all day long, mate.
100%. And you're just lying if you say otherwise. You're lying
Exactly. But I think what Emery's problem is obviously we've had Bellerin out, we've had Monreal, obviously Kolasinac's back now. We've had centre-backs out with fucking Mustafi and Holding for the... And I said to you a couple of shows back here, Rob Holding's the biggest miss out of our whole squad, right? Because if you go back to the Tottenham game, I've said it time and time again, that 4-2 against Tottenham, he was the left-hand side of the 3 centre-backs, yeah? And then you had Socrates in the middle, you had Mustafi at the right, yeah? Holding, was the one that was trusted by the manager to carry the ball like John Stones out of the defence, yeah? Mustafi ain't got that fucking in it, mate, yeah? Right? And Socrates is clumsy, right? He's just a throwback to fucking Martin Keown days, yeah? Like, he'll just have a war with you. He ain't got no technical ability at all, right? Mustafi kind of has, but Rob Holding is similar in build and similar in style to John Stones. So he's the one that was trusted to carry the ball over halfway, right? And when you're playing with that 3 at the back, your wing backs have got to bomb forward, right? So if you watch us against Tottenham, Rob Holding spent more time on the edge of Tottenham's box than he did on the edge of our box. Yeah, and that seriously, I'm not kidding. That 4-2 game, he dropped his shoulder past Eric Dyer and Dele Alli 2 or 3 times in the fucking first and second half, yeah? Right? And he was on the edge, 20, 25 yards out from Tottenham's penalty box, which enabled us to push their midfield back because now there's an extra man in there because they're like, fuck, where's he come from? Yeah? So now nobody can pick up all the runners properly because we've overloaded the midfield with a centre-back, right? Which then gave us the Kolasinac overlap, which is why we fucking troubled them massively, mate. Massively, right? Now we've lost that. The very next home game we played, I think, was Huddersfield, right? Socrates shifted over one to where Rob Holding was because he's out, yeah? Or the very first game after Holding was out, I'm on about, yeah? So Socrates shifted over to where Holding played on that left side of the 3, right? And then we went with, I think it was Mustafi and I think it might have been fucking Lichtsteiner. I might be wrong. I can't remember, right? The amount of times, go and watch it again, right? The amount of times Socrates run over halfway against Huddersfield, shit his pants, stumbling around, fumbling around, like, what the fuck? Turned around and passed it all the way back to Mustafi. yeah, because he's not got the ability to do what Holding does, right? And to play the Emery way, which is how he wants to play with the three at the back, let's say, right, with the two wing backs, quick wingers, right, and square it back to the striker, right, which was working. Let's be real, we fucking carved Tottenham apart with that, especially second half. Yeah, we rinsed them. In fact, the whole game we rinsed them. We should have been out of sight before they fucking scored, right? But when you've got a non-ball carrying centre back in a free, you're fucked because you're losing a man in midfield now by playing that free to compensate free at the back, right?
But I'm pretty sure on that point about Socrates that I've seen some sort of magazine that basically, or some sort of article that said that he's not a footballing centre back. He doesn't like the ball at his feet.
No,
he prefers to just get rid of it.
Yeah,
or
but
pass
that's what we've needed. But next to that, you need to compensate that with a ball carrying centre back who's good technically, like Rob Holding. I'm not saying Rob Holding's the fucking be all and end all because he's still got a long way in his journey. Yeah, right. But he is our biggest miss of this season. Trust me.
Yeah, I do think if you do play with a Socrates type, either side of him, like you say, you do need that kind of ball playing. Someone who's confident with the ball at their feet, and Rob Holding is.
And the fact that Emery's trusted him to be that player, and then with Kolasinac playing better in a fucking left wing back as he is and better than he is at a left back, you've got the pace because Kolasinac's quite quick, right? But you've got the physicality as well with him. Yeah, he's clumsy as fuck defensively, right? But what Holding gave you in that game against Tottenham is he would go forward over halfway, right? And if you watch it, right, people say, I ain't got a fucking clue about football and you don't watch the games, you're clueless and all this, right? This is where I'm going to shut everyone up now, yeah? Right? Go and watch it all back again. Go and watch the highlights, whatever, right? Rob Holding carries the ball over halfway. Dele Alli, Ericsson, Dyer, they're all sucked back in, yeah? Right? Their defence are sucked back in. Kolasinac and Bellerin have pushed their wing backs or pushed their defence back. We have now got an overload in midfield, right? Because we've pushed our centre back into midfield. Torreira drops back in to centre circle area. Mustafi and Socrates shift over one. So now they're playing as a two rather than playing lopsided because Holding's gone forward and leaving that gap, right? So they've shifted over to compensate, because Bellerin's gone, Kolasinac has gone, and Holding have gone. So now they're both sat there, dead centre, right? They're in line with the fucking 6-yard box, right? But they're further out. They're 30 yards out, let's say, right? Torreira's sat in the centre circle. If Tottenham nick the ball, there's no fucking counter-attack because Mustafi can go out to the right wing, Socrates can go out to the left wing or their right wing and so, and then Torreira can suck back in centre, which buys time to get Kolasinac, Bellerin and Holding back into defence, which is why Tottenham did fuck all in that game, right? And the only chances they created were the free kick where he dived, the penalty where he dived, and Son had a chance where he skipped inside Bellerin and fucking hit one, and I think Leno saved it or he put it wide. Yeah. Other than that, I think Lucas had a chance. Other than that, they did nothing. Right? And when you're playing with a three at the back, you can do that if you've got a John Stones, a Rob Holding. I don't rate John Stones that highly, but watch John Stones when he plays. Even Laporte. Laporte's been superb this season. Again, he's a ball-carrying centre-back. So when John Stones ain't playing, Laporte plays and he does that role. We've only got one and he's out for the season. Yeah, we need to go and buy a centre-back that is technically fucking gifted, that's confident to walk out of defence and cross halfway. Yeah, but then we need to have the other two to do what they did against Tottenham. Soon as our wing-backs go and our centre-back goes, you shift over and make it a two at the back with Torreira sitting deep. So you can't get countered. Watch Pep, mate. Trust me. Watch Pep's team when they get a counter-attack against them, yeah? Right? Their full-backs will go so far forward and then they'll just shift and cut inside and stop, right? So they're playing like a square, right? So they've got their two centre-backs and then they've got Kyle Walker and they've got Mendy or Delph or whoever's playing left-back, yeah? So when they lose the ball, them four players plus Fernandinho sucking back in, you're never getting counter-attacked because you've got all angles covered. Yeah. And we were doing that, which is why I don't get the fucking meltdown now, because we have lost a massive chink in our fucking armour, mate.
So I suppose then that kind of brings me on to my kind of next point. Well, 2 points really. A, do you think we'll play 3 at the back against Fulham? And B, who do you think we should go and get? That clearly this is Emre's preferred shape. In my opinion, I think we need at least 2 defenders.
I agree.
Who would you go and get at this stage?
Mate, I don't know. I honestly don't know, because there's so many players I could sit here and fucking name. It's just whether we're going to buy them. Chilwell, decent left back, better than Monreal, better than Kolasinac, right? Who's the guy from Celtic? What's his fucking name? The young lad at Celtic.
Kieran.
Tierney.
Tierney. Yeah.
Quality left back, right? Both of them, young, quick, powerful, can defend. They're better than what we've got. But I don't think we're going to buy a left back, because we've got 2 left backs. What happened to Cohen Bramall? Where is that kid? Do you remember when the Wankfest was going off over that? Oh, we signed this kid from non-league for 25 grand. Yeah, where is he? Yeah, where is he? Does he still play for Arsenal?
I knew he was going to be shit. Unfortunately, he's still on our fucking
the thing is, I'm not sure whether he is shit, because I've never seen him play.
Well, two managers have thought, nah.
I think he's still at Birmingham or injured. I don't know. But
I think he's injured. Yeah.
But I agree, right? I don't think we necessarily need a right back right now. I don't think we necessarily need a left back right now.
So I
think we need 2 centre backs.
You know, we're linked to that Norwich right back.
Yeah, he's 18, I think, isn't he? Aaron's his name. Yeah. Okay, well, that's cool. Go and buy him. He ain't going to play this season. Let's be honest. Yeah, we'll probably loan him back to Norwich for the season. Do you know what I mean? It's one for the future. It's one for next season. Yeah. Right, what we need right now isn't Gary Cahill, because the geezer's fucking 2 years younger than me, yeah? And I'm fucking way past it, yeah? So is he, right? Yeah, we need to go out there and have a bit of ambition. Go and sign Manolas. Go and sign him. Or, if you're really fucking on it and really want to fucking rip up some trees, say, do you know what? Yeah, Koulibaly, 90 mil. Yeah, we're having you. You're our guy. Look at what Van Dijk has done. And I've said to you on here before, right? I was at the game when we played Liverpool at the Emirates, and I watched Van Dijk for the whole of that first half, because he was down the North Bank end, yeah? He never stops talking, mate. Never stops talking. He's talking to his keeper. He's talking to his centre-back partner. He's talking to his left back. He's talking to his right back. He's talking to his DM, yeah? And mate, the guy is a mountain.
I'm just putting someone on spam. They are literally just abusing people for no apparent reason. I'm just going to have to time them out, because they're just getting on my nerves. I'm just watching them basically some guy called Nathaniel James just abusing. Clearly he's some sort of Venetin. He hates you because of the way you hate Ozil.
Oh, bollocks. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Good luck to him.
You know what I mean? Fucking hell, mate.
Still watching.
I tried. I literally put up with it for a minute, and I just thought, you know what, fuck this. And I just give them a timeout.
These people, they love to hate. They love to hate. Yeah, they're still watching it.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't understand what his issue is. He did it yesterday. I ignored it. He's done it today. I told him, give it a rest. My man's still going on. I'm like, all right, fuck this, and just time him out. I'll time him out. If he comes back, he still does it, I'll block him. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Nonsense.
Just blow him a kiss. Just blow him a kiss, bruv. Listen, they hate and they're still watching, and I don't get it, mate. And yesterday, I weren't even on the show, so who was he hating yesterday? Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know.
Maybe Happy New Year, friends or something, or like maybe he's just lonely or something. I don't know.
It's just the way. For me, just be cool in the chat room. You know, that's all I ask for. Be cool to each other. When you just sat here abusing people because they're not agreeing with you, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on?
He's probably got no friends. He's probably sitting at mum's yard boosting off mum's Wi-Fi. Let him crack on, mate. Let him crack on. Fuck him. Anyway, back to the topic. Koulibaly. Go and bust £90 million for Koulibaly, man. Yeah, like I
Because
said,
you're
Van
right.
Dijk's
You're
made
right.
a
The one thing
massive
Bobby
difference.
said in the preview for the Liverpool game was, for him, it was more than just buying the player. It's just you see him and he's a complete leader. He runs that
See,
defense.
that's the thing. Socrates is not the leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the best defender we've got, but he's not the main guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need somebody that's going to stand there like Tony Adams, right? And I know that's going to cost a lot. We're never going to replace Tony Adams. Let's be real, right? But you need somebody to stand there and fucking scream and shout and fucking say, "Oi, where you going? Oi, Xhaka, get your fucking ass back in here." Yeah, Bellerin, you're leaving me exposed. None of our players do that. Yeah, none of our players do that, bruv, right? And I'm not saying Koulibaly is the fucking be all and end all, but the geezer is fucking unbelievable, mate. Yeah, he's got pace, physicality. He can carry the ball. He can fucking hit a ball. He'll have a fight with you. Yeah, and I know we haven't got a Coutinho. I think Lee Judges said this the other day, right? We haven't got a Coutinho that we can flog for £140 million to go and buy an Alisson and a Van Dijk, yeah? Right? So we're going to have to fucking bite the bullet and go, do you know what? That guy is fucking mustard. We're buying him, yeah? And if it costs 80, 90 million pounds, we'll have to fucking suck it up, right? Because if you put Koulibaly next to fucking Socrates and next to Holding next season, for example, that back three is decent, right? Then you get a left back, Tierney, Chilwell, whoever, right? Then Bellerin, who stepped up this season, by the way. Yeah. That back five is now fucking rock solid. It's got pace, it's got power, it's got a leader, it's got a ball carrying centre back, it's got everything, right? Is Leno the answer? I'm still not convinced. He's good, but again, he's not a talker. You know, like when you were talking about it last night about the Liverpool game, yeah, he weren't commanding his centre backs. He weren't telling his centre backs what to do or his defenders what to do. You know, fucking. When you look at other goalkeepers in this league, yeah, watch Ederson. Ederson's always talking to his defence. Is Leno that guy? Maybe it's because it's his first season here. He's a bit shy. Whatever. Who knows, right? But even Petr Cech ain't that guy. And Petr Cech's been in fucking winning teams, mate.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that, because I was going to come out with a statement, and that is, to me, this is controversial. I still think we need a goalkeeper. I'm not convinced by Leno yet.
We've been linked with Keylor Navas, yeah? Again, he ain't the answer.
He ain't the answer either.
He ain't the answer. He's too small for a goalkeeper.
He may be, Leno, that is. He may grow on to be a very good goalkeeper. I'm not yet fucking convinced.
No, same. He's been good. I'll give him that. He's been good. He's composed. He don't scare the life out of me when the ball's played to his feet. He's composed with the ball.
But I think his decision making is poor.
Yeah, sometimes, like the goal we conceded the other day where he came running out a goal. Yeah, I think it was against Brighton. I don't blame him for that. Yeah, I don't blame Lichtsteiner for headering the ball straight to their guy, right? Because if he leaves it, he's clean through anyway, so he had to go for it, right? Yeah. I blame the people in front of both of them for that goal, because everyone just stood still like a rabbit in the headlights and went, "Oh, okay, run past us then." Yeah. So that was the midfield's fault. And I'm not digging out Ozil like some people have and said, "Oh, he let his man run off of him." That was just a complete cock-up from the fucking minute we kicked that corner kick, right? Because everyone, like I said in the group chat I'm in, yeah, right? The problem with Arsenal's midfield is you've got Iwobi, you've got Mkhitaryan, you've got Xhaka, you've got Ramsey, you've got fucking Torreira, right? We're pinning our hopes on a 22-year-old from Uruguay in that midfield.
This is why I'd bring Decore in. I ain't fucking around that.
But even that ain't good enough. Good enough, mate. Ain't good enough. He's a fucking. Listen, he's a good player. He's a very good player. But if we're going to go and bust out 40-odd million pound on someone, it ain't him. It ain't him. I'd rather go and do 60 on somebody better. Right?
I would love
all day long, mate. The geezer's good. You can't knock that, right? But we're pinning our hopes on a 22-year-old kid from Uruguay in his first season in this league, right? And let's be honest here. He was fucking shit against Liverpool, right? He was shit against Brighton, and he was fucking bang average when he came on as a sub against, was it Southampton? I can't remember. He came on as a sub against someone. No, it was the home game, Burnley. Yeah, he was out of his fucking depth in all three of them games, right? And I don't blame him because he's fucking the way he plays, he leaves everything on the pitch, right? Now, after putting that much intensity into your game, game in, game out, game in, game out, for that many games in a row, eventually it catches up with you.
That's what I said. That's what we were saying yesterday with the boys.
But we haven't got another player to take that role on and do it
that's
anywhere
why
near as good.
That's exactly why I bring in Decore. Because to me,
I'm not so sure, man. He's a good player, but he ain't. No, there's levels above him, man.
To me, I just think him alongside Torreira, as opposed to a Xhaka, for example, I just think for me, you're improving that core because, like you said, it's not just the defense. It isn't even just the midfield, but I think the midfield needs to help that defense out.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with us defensively is the midfield. Because all the players I named a minute ago, bar Torreira, they all want to bomb forward and do all the fancy shit up front. None of them, and Ramsey included in that, yeah? None of them want to fucking track back, right? The best example I can use for this, right? When we played Tottenham in the League Cup, Granit Xhaka was our centre-back. One of our three centre-backs in that game, yeah?
Yeah, right? I remember watching him.
Why the fuck is he on corner duty? He's a centre-back in that game.
Yeah.
Surely you pass that responsibility on to a midfielder, right? Whether he's the best deliverer of a corner or not, who knows, right? Who cares? If you're playing centre-back in that game, why the fuck are you taking corners, right? And there was an instance in the first half, right, where he took a corner. Sorry, I'm lying. Yeah, it was the first half. It was the first half, right? He took a corner and... Hang on, was it the first half? Yeah, it was the first. No, it was the second half. I'm lying. It was the second half, right? He took a corner. Ben Davies wins the header, clears the header, right? Yes, Xhaka may have passed his man on. Xhaka's trotting back. You've just taken a corner in front of me, 10 fucking yards in front of me. You're our centre-back for the game, one of our three centre-backs, and you were jogging. And I actually stood there, right, with fucking the people I was stood around, and I'm going, look at him. He's our fucking centre-back, and he's fucking jogging. He's jogging, yeah? And I'm watching him all the way back. He's just jogging, jogging, and it ended up them having a shot on goal. Yeah, whether you've passed your man over or not, you fucking bust your ass back to get back in that fucking defensive position because you are a centre-back for that game, right? Now, people can say, yeah, he's not a centre-back, he don't know the role. Bollocks, right? He knows that if he's taking a corner and they break, he's got to fucking run the length of the pitch, right? He's run the length of the pitch to take the fucking corner. Yeah, so why can't he run it back? Aaron Ramsey, another one, loves doing all these fancy flicks and fucking tricks. Why the fuck don't you love tracking back then, bruv? Yeah? The only two out of all the ones I named in midfield, or three, Torreira sits deeper anyway, right? Mkhitaryan tracks back. But again, there's been games this season where he's trotting, right? Yeah. And there's been a lot of games where he's trotting, right? And Iwobi tracks back. But again, there's a lot of games where he's trotting. We need our midfield to cover that defence. And we have needed our midfield to do that for 6 fucking seasons, mate. Right? So the meltdown of, oh, yeah, look, we've been spanked at Anfield. Was anyone surprised that that was coming? Like, I didn't expect it, I must admit. But I'm not surprised. Because when you're putting a makeshift defence out and you're putting a midfield out that consists of Maitland-Niles on the right wing when he's a CDM, right? And you're putting Iwobi, who was the best player, by the way, right? Both of them were our best players, right? Then you're putting Aaron Ramsey in there, right? And then you're putting fucking Torreira in there and Xhaka in there, right? Well, only Torreira really wants to track back. Yeah, he's the only one who's got it naturally ingrained in his brain that, oh shit, I've got to sniff the danger out here. We've lost the ball, bang, get back. The rest of them are just like, just leave it to Torreira, he'll do. Yeah? And we've had that for years, mate, right? So over the course of the next season and a half, like we'll be sat here next season going, right, well, Ramsey ain't here anymore. You know, fucking, I'll be shocked if Mkhitaryan's here past the summer. Yeah, I'll be shocked if Ozil's here past the summer, right? And we'll be sitting here with a complete different midfield, right? So let's see how he goes over the January window, which I don't think we're going to do a great deal in. I do think we'll buy a centre-back or loan a centre-back from Chelsea, right? But the summer window is where he goes, right, I've seen enough of you, and you're all gone. Right. So this time next season, if we haven't improved, then yeah, everyone can sit here and go, do you know what? He's been here 18 months now. We ain't improved. Yeah. But to do it after 6 months, 7 months, when essentially he's brought in 5 players, of which Leno, we're still unconvinced. Lichtsteiner's a rip-off even on a freebie. Right? Socrates, I think, has been all right. I think he's been decent. Torreira's been fantastic. And Guendouzi is going to be a superstar if he carries on and fucking does the defensive side of it, and picks up his runners.
Just a bit
we've got to remember the kid's only 19 years old, right?
Yeah, but just a bit of composure to his game.
Yeah, he needs to learn the role. He needs to learn the role he's in, right? The only way you learn the role is by looking to more experienced players. But the more experienced players we've got don't want to do the dirty work, so neither does he. Yeah, so he's sucked into that, oh, well, they're not tracking back, so neither do I. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, until we get rid of these pre-fucking Emery players and get in Emery players, we're not going to see the best of Emery. Yeah, and we're not going to see the best of Arsenal, because like that was embarrassing the other night, man. Yeah, and I'm just sat here and I was watching it with my missus, right? And I sat here and I was like, they've got another penalty. Am I surprised? No. Was it a dive? Yes. Do you know what I mean? It's like the first penalty I thought was a dive as well. He made I don't think it was a dive, but I think he made a fucking meal of it, and I don't think it was a penalty. But I can see why it was given as a penalty, right? But the Firmino goal where he just walked around our whole fucking team, mate, yeah, that was a throwback to last season and the season before and the season before and the season before. But then when the majority of the players on the pitch are pre-Emery players, when it's pressure on, all of a sudden they revert back to type. Yeah.
You know, this is literally like a half an hour answer to what was the worst thing, what was the best thing.
Yeah, we ain't even started previewing fucking Fulham.
No, we ain't even started the preview yet. All right, so very, very, very quickly.
People are sat here bored out their box, bro. Fucking like, come on, man, you're chatting shit.
Very, very quickly, what is the worst thing that Arsenal have done this year?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
Was giving Mesut Ozil 350 grand a week.
Yeah, I honestly, and I don't even have as much of an issue as Lee does, but I agree 100%. It was the wrong.
Because you could have ditched that guy, and I know you spoke briefly about it last night. Yeah,
let's not get into this.
No, I won't. In hindsight, I'll keep it short. Yeah, in hindsight, everyone would have kept fucking Sanchez. Let's be real.
Yeah,
right. They would have. Right,
yeah.
Sanchez didn't want to stay because he was previous manager out, right? Which is cool. I get that. Trot off to United, you flopped, right? But if the previous manager had been potted before them 2 contracts were into that stage with 6 months to go, Sanchez would have been signed, Ozil would have been binned. End of. Yeah, end of, right? And the money that guy is on can pay for 3 centre-backs. I said it to you the other day. 110 grand a week, 115 grand a week to 3 different centre-backs. Problem solved.
All right, so let me ask you this then, a different type of question. What is your biggest hope for 2019?
That we've been him. That we've been him. Because let's be real, one man ain't bigger than the club, as we've already discussed, and he can pay for 2, maybe 3 centre-backs. Or 2, maybe 3 different players that can come into our team. I'll give you an example, right? That Manolas has apparently got a buyout clause of about 30 odd million quid. I think it may have gone up to 50 odd now because he's kicked into another year, right? Are you telling me that geezer's on 200 bags a week at Roma? Is he fuck? He's probably on about 85 grand a week. Let's say he's on 100 grand a week. Yep, here you go. There's 50 million pound. We'll give you 175. Yeah, Koulibaly. You're a Europa League team because you keep getting knocked out of Champions League. Yeah. So there's fucking 80 million pound and there's 175 a week. That geezer's wages is now paid for 2 fucking players' wages. Yeah. Let's say we get rid of him for 30 million pound. Mate, let's say we get 42 million back for him. Yeah. Right. Let's say we get 42. Just speaking in like hypothetical terms here. Yeah. Right. Well, that's nearly paid for Manolas. So we've done 98 or 88 million pound on Koulibaly, yeah, and Manolas. but we've now made the team 100 times fucking better.
For me, I think my biggest hope is that over the course of the next 2 transfer windows, we get to see what our owner is about. Is he about this life? Because the one point that Sam made, which I found quite an interesting point, is when Stan initially came to us, all of his teams were doing shit. But now, if you look at his teams, and my friend is my friend Kenzo, who's unfortunately a United fan, but he's a big Rams fan, and he's been telling me how much investment Stan Kroenke's put into the Rams. I mean, he spent.
And this is the thing: people only see one side of it to suit their own personal fucking vendetta against someone, right? Yeah. I've sat here and I've quoted off Stan Kroenke for years, right? But when he threw that contract to Ozil, when we signed Lacazette, and when we signed Aubameyang, right? I said to you on stream, listen, why is everyone on his case? He's just bought Lacazette for 52 mil. He's bought Aubameyang for 60 mil. We've thrown 190 a week at fucking Mkhitaryan, right? And we've thrown 350 a week at Ozil. That contract for Ozil, from the start when we signed him to the end of his contract now, is going to cost Arsenal £153 million. Well, you telling me this guy don't spend? You know what I'm saying? Right? Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying, right? But it's all of a sudden now like, oh yeah, it's all on Stan. Well, where was this all on Stan? 22 games unbeaten. Mm-hmm. And this is what I say to you all the time. Arsenal fans are so reactionary and so like fucking off key at times. All of a sudden we get spanked 5-1 and it's Stan Kroenke's got to spend money. The problem we've got is Stan Kroenke has spent money. Gazidis and the previous manager have spent it in the wrong fucking areas, on the wrong players, on stupid money, that now you're not going to see us go out and do an £80 million signing or a £60 million signing because the money is tied up in the players I've just mentioned.
But see, here's the thing, and this is where I have a slight issue, and I know what your answer to this will be to this immediately, but I'm still going to say it anyway. Is for me, when you bring a new manager in, you back that new manager. 50 million is not the way you back a new manager. Regardless of what we did last year, we should be backing Emery.
No, you do, but at the same time, Chris, right? Do you remember when Emery came in and then the reason we signed Emery is because he had a fucking a memory card on every fucking player and he could make them all 10% better.
I know, but the way you have to support him as well. And the thing is that all I keep seeing is people saying, yeah, but we bought Aubameyang last year. This ain't an Emery signing. You have to go and back Emery to play.
I get that, but at the same time, right? We're not Man United.
And hold on, bear with me, because I know you have said a lot. Let me go.
Yeah, go on. I'll zip it. Zip it, Strunky.
Because you know when United bring in their permanent manager, they are gonna, regardless of how much money they're spunked on Pogba, or they bought Pogba last year, or they did this, they're gonna back Pogba. And yeah, I know it's fucking United, and we need to tailor to what we are about. We also need to spend more money than we're spending now. And what people forget is between the sales that we've made last year and the buys we made last year, we didn't spend that much money. This is what people forget.
I'm going to counter that right now, right? And whilst I agree with what you're saying, Liverpool's net spend, I'm not Mo, by the way, right? But Liverpool's net spend is less than Arsenal's net spend since Klopp took over. Yeah? Look at the team they've got. Look at the team we've got. Their players are on less wages than our players.
I hear you, but we can't keep justifying that.
The difference is Barcelona came in and went, we'll have Coutinho 140. We let Ozil and Sanchez run their contracts down. Yeah? They strapped Coutinho up. So then they had to pay 140 to get him. Yeah? We let them go, yeah, cool. Keep running your contracts down. Keep running them down. Right? And Ramsey. Let's add Ramsey into this, because as much as I criticise Ramsey, right? Ramsey is a good footballer. Right? I don't think he's good enough to take us next level, but he is a good footballer. And he has been the model professional since all this talk of fucking bullshit, a contract being taken away and all that, yeah? That guy has never once fucking done anything wrong since that's happened, right? He's trained well, he's turned up on time, and he's played the games, and he's tried his hardest. Again at Anfield the other day, I thought after Maitland-Niles and Iwobi, I thought he was our next best player, right? And he should have scored. The one where Aubameyang missed it from a yard out. He should have scored that. He dithered and he didn't. And the guy got a block on it, right? Add Ozil, Sanchez, and Ramsey together as a transfer fee. If they were all on a 3-year deal, how much would we get for them 3 players? We know City were bidding 60s for Sanchez.
I know what you're saying, and people are saying in the chat room, we're not united. And if you listen to what I just said we are not. I know we're not united, but the principle remains the same.
Yeah, the principle's the same. The difference is though, Chris, right? The difference is, right? Man United earn £200 million a year more than Arsenal Football Club, right?
I understand that.
They can go and blitz 90 on Pogba because Pogba will bring in 90 million over 5 years.
I understand that, but all we're doing, what are we going to do? Are we just going to give up trying to pursue the lead because we're not united? No,
of course not.
The principle of backing the manager it's not about spending as much as United. That's not what I'm saying. Only people would see what I'm saying on face value and say, well, you're saying we're United. Why are you comparing us to United? I'm not comparing us to United. What I'm trying to say is that Stan has to say to himself, all right, I have a big club. And all right, I might not be able to spunk money the way United do it, but I have to go out there and surely say to Sven, right, I don't have United money, but I have X amount of money. What are we going to do to improve this team, work with Emre, and buy the identified targets, which I'm guessing is why Sven was brought in the first place.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sven was brought in to identify young talent like Guendouzi, yeah, like an Ousmane Dembele, players like that, yeah, from Dortmund days. A Pulisic, for example, another one he scouted, right? Who, by the way, I think is so massively overrated, it is unbelievable, right? And apparently is a done deal to Chelsea for over £40 million. They have had their pants pulled down with that, by the way, because I just don't see it.
Who's that? Right? What player is that?
Pulisic.
I agree.
It. I do not get the hype around that.
I don't rate him at all.
Don't guess it. Yeah,
I agree with
Leon Bailey, fucking Martial, Felipe Anderson, Lozano, the boy Pepe, they're all streets ahead of this guy, yeah? But because he went to America and he's got some funky name, yeah, he's cool. Fuck off, man. He ain't worth £40 million and he will flop at Chelsea, right? But what I'm trying to say here is Sven has come here to unearth young talent, yeah? Right? We don't need to unearth young talent. Yeah, that's cool. Get a Guendouzi. That's perfect, right? And an £8 million Guendouzi is already looking better than the £5 million El Neni, right? Let's be real. El Neni's done jack shit since he's been here for £5 million. I'd take 11 Guendouzis for £8 million than fucking 11 El Nenis for £5 million each, yeah?
Yeah.
The problem we've got is we've overspent in terms of budget, weekly, monthly wage, however they get paid. And we've done it on the wrong players. Like, for example, right, Granit Xhaka. We signed Granit Xhaka and we didn't sign Kante. The reason we didn't sign Kante is because the overall package for Kante, even though he was £3 million less for signing fee, yeah, he was 32 mil, Xhaka was 35 mil, wages meant that the overall package meant Kante cost more than Xhaka. So we went, let's go with Xhaka. Really? Imagine him next to fucking Torreira.
Bro, don't get me started.
Right? And this is what I'm saying, Chris, right? And this is what people don't see, right? People don't see it how I see it, and that's cool. I accept everyone else's opinion, right? Whether I agree with it or not, it's irrelevant, yeah? Right? Arsenal Football Club are not going to go out there and do a £90 million on a Pogba, right? For example, Mesut Ozil. That guy brings in between 15 and 20 million pounds worth of money to the club every season, right? I've said it on here before. When we do a tour of Singapore, nobody gives a fuck about watching Aaron Ramsey. They've gone to see Mesut Ozil. Yeah? The guy is fucking money to the club, right? Which is why we signed him. Yeah? Because we signed that guy for 42 million and over the course of his contract, it's 150 mil. He's probably given us back 100 million of that over the course of the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe more, right? Paul Pogba. The only reason United signed him for 90 million isn't because he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's because the marketing money they get back from him.
Yeah.
Yeah? He ain't all that. Neither's Ozil. But it's all about, we've got Ozil, we've got Pogba. Look at us. We're a big brand. We can go anywhere in the fucking globe and everyone will flock to buy Ozil shirts and Pogba shirts. Yeah? Which is why they've done it. We're not going to go out there and spend £80 million on Koulibaly, which is what he is worth, by the way, right, in the market, right? We're not going to do that because the guy's got no marketability.
Yeah, there's no. I know what you're saying. There's no benefit for the club.
Exactly.
To spend that much money.
The only benefit for the club is that it'll make us better and move us up the table. Our
The
owner
point
is never going to do that. And just one last thing I'll say on this, yeah?
Go on.
Everyone who's sitting there saying we should be going out doing this, spending all this money, spending all this, throwing money at it. Stan's got to do this. Stan's got to do that. These people have all got short fucking memories. Because years ago, when we were scrimping and scraping and Chelsea were spunking money, then City come along and spunk money. Oh, we're not like that. We're doing it the Arsenal way. We're living within our means. We don't need a sugar daddy owner. Well, now we fucking do. Everyone's crying like a bitch. I blame all these people from 10 years ago, yeah, saying, we don't need that. We want to do it the Arsenal way. Yeah, guess what? Now we're fucked. Now we've got to do it the Sheikh Mansour and the Roman Abramovich way, right? But now all these people have flipped and flopped over the last 10 years. That is the only way you are going to win a fucking title, mate, is to throw money at it. We didn't want that 10 years ago.
I agree with that last point. I will say that because I do think a lot of people have been like, whoops. I don't know if they thought financial fair play was going to have more of an effect.
That's the biggest myth in history.
More of an effect.
That's more of a myth than fucking Ozil.
I think the last thing I'll say on it before we actually focus on the fucking game that we haven't at all.
The game we ain't even spoke about right? For an hour.
all I would say is this. My point, again, just because people in the chat room are still baffled by what I'm trying to say. We need to spend. Kroenke needs to spend. I'm not asking for United fucking money. I'm just asking for him to buy the appropriate. We're not going to be able to get top fucking players. Let's be real. Do we need a Koulibaly? Fuck yeah. Do we have any chance of buying a Koulibaly? You must be joking. We would be lucky to get Manolos. Let's be honest here.
I think we could get him. Even at 50 million, Chris, I think we could go and buy him. The problem is shifting Ramsey out. Yeah, shifting Ozil out.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So even if you're saying, well, we've got to make sales before we can make buys, this is another reason why I still think we'd be lucky to get them.
Yeah, blame the previous regime, blame Gazidis, blame fucking the previous manager, because between them two, they have completely fucked this club for the next 5 years.
Course. And this is where I must admit, this is where me and you do disagree. It's all well and good blaming them. These motherfuckers have gone. We have to focus on what we can do now.
But the problem is, it's the aftermath of what they've left.
Now.
They've left behind 5 years of picking up the pieces, scrimping and scraping. And I would not be surprised if we go as long as Liverpool have without winning a title. Yeah? 100%. I've accepted that. I've already taken that on the chin.
But this is the thing.
We're shit, and we're going to be shit, so let's just enjoy what we've got.
And this is probably where me and you disagree, because I've not accepted that. I've not accepted that, this is where...
This is why you always be disappointed, because if you expect nothing, you can never be disappointed.
Yeah, maybe I'm the secret optimist out of us two, because I don't want to accept. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yes, I'm used to being disappointed, quite honestly. so, to be real, I'm gonna try and be optimistic. I don't want to fucking be Liverpool. I don't want to be Spurs. Where we're talking about years and years. It's already
I wouldn't mind winning the Champions League.
It's already been 16
Liverpool won a few of them.
It's already been... How long has it been? It's already been 15 years since we won the freaking league. I don't want it to continue. I don't want it to be 20, 30.
Yeah, the only problem I see, and neither do I, Chris, do you think I want to sit here and see us get battered at Anfield every fucking season, right? I don't, yeah? But at the same time, I'm realistic enough to know that the stupid amount of wages our players are on. I mean, Jenkinson, come on, man. Me and you could have had fucking pajamas and fucking bed sheets with Arsenal on, yeah? The geezers living the dream. Yeah? How? When we signed up the British core, yeah, once Ramsey fucks off, that guy's last man standing. How?
How? He should have been the first one out the door.
Yeah.
He's going to be last man standing, right? Because the previous manager went, here you go, mate. You never moan. You're a nice young lad. Here's another 45 grand a week for 5 more fucking years. Fucking disgrace, right? But, yes, the previous manager's gone. Yes, fucking Gazidis has gone. But now the people that are here now have been left with this absolute shambles, yeah? And they've got to pick up the pieces. That is not going to be fixed in 6 months. It's not going to be fixed in 16 months. And it will not be fixed in 26 months. So we've got to sit here as Arsenal fans and go, them two fucked us beyond belief, right? So instead of taking it out on the new manager and the players that we bring in, let's take it out on the fucking previous regime because they have fucked us, mate. Yeah? Don't care what anyone tells me. They have fucked us.
That to me is where me and you disagree. Because there's no point looking back. What's the point? They're gone. There's no point.
They're gone, but at the same time, the stench of their fucking regime is still here, mate.
No, man, we may as why place that kind of bad energy on something that's gone?
Let me ask you this question, right? Let me ask you this question, right? We're sat here this time next year. We've just lost 5-1 again at Anfield, right? We've got another 3 Emery signings in the team, yeah. But Mesut Ozil's still on the books. Mkhitaryan's still on the books. They're taking 550 grand a week out of the club. Yep. We have a bid for, say, Koulibaly. We have a bid for Koulibaly rejected at £70 million, yeah, because they want 80. But we can't go to 80 because them two pricks are on fucking 550 a week.
All right, so you strategize a way on how to get rid of them. You don't just say sit on your hands and say,
"Why
"Oh well,
is
fuck
going to buy it?"
The previous manager
this time next year, Mesut Ozil will be 31 years old. Why the fuck would anyone buy him? Let's be real. 31 years old.
So what do you do then? You just sit on your hands and just say, "All right, fuck it, we just got."
No, of course you don't. You got to find a way around it. But the way around it,
next 18 months.
The way around it, right? There's this young lad I speak to on Twitter, right? He's a Liverpool fan, yeah, right? Jurgen Klopp FC _ I think his name is. Really nice young lad, right? And he's been stitched up this season by some prick who mugged him off for tickets he paid the money to. And that was funny enough for Arsenal against Liverpool at the Emirates, yeah? Some fucking little prick stitched him on tickets, right? But that young lad that made a fucking valid point to me last night. He goes, when the previous manager for you lot was getting top 4, the points tally for top 4 was 60, 65, 64, 66 points. Now, you've got to get 4 more wins to get top 4. Yeah? I'm sorry, but the squad we've been left with, do you see us getting 76 points? Do you see that happening this season? Right? The only shining light we fucking have is if Eden Hazard gets injured, they are fucked. Right? Because he's fucking contributed to 50% of their goals. Right? And then we've got United breathing down our necks. And when you look at us, we are... If you look at the teams that are above us, right? Take Chelsea out of the equation for now, yeah? Liverpool, City, Spurs. All 3 of them are 3 years into a fucking project, right? All 3 of them have got a better manager. Yeah, let's be real. They've all got a better manager. Pochettino, maybe not. Maybe there or thereabouts because he's not won anything, yeah? But Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the league. Jurgen Klopp, again, he's done wonders with what he's got there and he's overhauled the whole squad. He's won something in his career.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's won trophies, right? Now, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, that Pochettino, you could say, well, yeah, he's not won nothing. But the fact he has got Tottenham with next to no money into a position where they're top 4 every season now, right? Now we've got Sarri that's come into the league, right? He's inherited a team. And I see a thread on Twitter yesterday from a Chelsea account where he was saying what I'm saying. You got to give this manager time. He's inherited a team that is shit other than Hazard, yeah? And he's brought in Jorginho. He's got Kante, who's class. He's bought a goalkeeper for stupid money. But we've got to give this guy time because we've got so many players at the club that are shit that are on top dollar. And he's got a point, right? But at least they've got £100-odd million footballer they can flog, right? So if Hazard fucks off to Real Madrid in the summer, they can reinvest that on 2 players that will make them better as a unit. Because right now, 50% of their goals this season have come from Eden Hazard.
They have scored the least amount of goals out of the top 6 this season. Right?
I don't disagree with the fact that Ozil needs to be sold. Please don't misunderstand me. And this is going to be the last I say on it because we have gone so far beyond left.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous. But I'm not saying that we don't need to. Believe me, I want Ozil gone as well.
Right, Chick, change the title of the video to...
We're going to need to. We're going to need to.
So,
right?
Absolute rant. Yeah,
absolute
plus
rant.
Fulham preview.
Plus Fulham preview, yeah. Right? I'm not saying that. It's just that for me, I feel like Stan, who's the owner, needs to be able to get his team together and say, right, what exactly is it that we need? And how are we going to strategize a way to get these players? Forget the top level players because I can't afford them. You know, it's like let me put it this way, bruh. Let me put it this way, right? God forbid this ever happens. But it's like me, if I'm sat here now and I'm married, my wife now divorces me and takes half my shit, right? And I need to do some shopping in the house. And I think to myself, fuck, I don't have as much as I normally have. Am I going to sit there on my hands and say, well, fuck that fucking bitch. She took half my shit and now I can't buy anything? Or am I going to say to myself, well, boy, forget the Marks and Spencer stuff because I can't afford that shit. Forget the Waitrose stuff.
Yeah, but I get your point, but how do people end up homeless, bruv?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how do people end up homeless? They end up homeless because they had shit, they overspent shit, they get on a fucking downslope, and they end up homeless.
Bro, let me tell you something. In that situation, I ain't end up homeless. All I'm doing is downsizing, you got me so fucking wound up. I will rejig some shit, strategize, make sure I get what I need.
I hear you, man.
In order to be able to move forward.
And I get what you're saying. I accept what you're saying, and I can see what you're saying. Yeah, but at the same time, we've got the 3rd largest wage bill in that league.
Yeah, we need to get that shit down. But that's part of the strategizing.
Our wage bill is on par with Man City's. Look at the fucking difference in squad, right? That tells you all you need to know, right? So when you've got a Carl Jenkinson with still 3 years left on his fucking contract on 45 bags a week, why do you think he always gets an injury just before a transfer window? I guarantee you now, Carl Jenkinson will have an injury in January. 100%, bruv. Because he knows he's not getting that money elsewhere. And every transfer window, that motherfucker drops and has an injury. So guess what? He escapes again. The geezer's a prick. The geezer's a mug. And the geezer was overpaid by the previous manager. Until we get rid of shit fucks like that, we're never going to move forward. And that ain't going to happen in the next fucking 18 months.
Anyway, let's move on. I think we agree on shit, but we have a totally different view on how to get there. But yeah, I do think we agree on shit.
But this is the whole previous manager in and out. We all want to win. It was just how we want to win. Yeah,
yeah.
It's true, isn't it? It's like you know, they hated me for my opinion, and I didn't particularly like them for their opinion. You know, we all want the same thing.
I guess for me, and I don't want to dive into it. All I'll say is this:
let's go into Fulham, man.
A very quick one-liner, and that is for me. I don't like the fact, and someone has just mentioned this in the chat room. We are not a broke fucking club.
No, we're
valuable.
Not. We're not.
But it's just that unfortunately, we spent terribly. Don't get it twisted. I agree with you about Ozil. Don't get it twisted. I can't believe Jenkinson is getting 60,000, 50,000 a week to live his dream. Pay me half that. I'll be cool. Pay me half that.
Yeah, pay me $4,000 a week. I'll fucking run around like a cunt.
That's what I'm saying. But we are well. Anyway, like you say, let's fucking move on. And
bro, we've been on nearly 2 hours, man. Hour and a half, man.
all right. Let's get on with this game. Now,
I ain't even recorded my preview yet.
I know. Let's kind of move towards wrapping this up and talk about what shape do you think we'll be playing in this game.
I don't know, mate. To be honest, because I've seen that Bellerin's back in training, which is.
But apparently he's a doubt. That's what they're saying.
It makes me laugh when Arsenal tweet out injury update. Yeah, and we'll be assessed.
Yeah,
we'll be assessed. Well, that don't tell
What's
us
the
fuck all,
update?
does it? Yeah, what's the update? You know what I'm saying? What is the
Yeah.
update? Then they put in there Welbeck and Holding. Why are you putting that in there? We know they're fucked for the season. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, why even bother? Yeah, so you haven't actually told us anything. But I actually think, because Ozil was being assessed, yeah? Ozil never had an injury in the first place. Ozil spat his dummy out because he was being benched at Anfield and came up with some mystery knee injury. Ozil will start this game. He will start this
Okay, I
game,
think so.
and because we'll dominate possession, he'll have a 90-odd plus pass accuracy. Most of it will be sideways.
Yeah.
He'll do one glorious pass, everyone will knock one out, and he'll fade away the rest of the game. Like
And you'll get bombarded on Twitter by
Same
all
old
of them.
shit. It's like I said, it's no coincidence. The last 2 games that guy has played were against Burnley, who are bottom of the league, or were bottom of the league, and Karabag when we'd already qualified as top of the group. Yeah? You don't rate him. So I think we will go with a 5.
Are you worried about this game? Given that Fulham have just won their last game, even though they were lucky to win that game.
Not worried at all. Not worried one bit.
Huddersfield dominated that game, and they were lucky to win that game.
I'm not worried one bit because do you know what? Their defence is worse than ours.
Yeah, they are.
And we've got better strikers. So,
okay.
But I'll tell you something, is Callum Chambers allowed to play against us, or is that a no-go?
It's a no-go.
That's a no-go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Because he's played in defensive midfield a couple of times recently, yeah? And he's looked all right. Yeah, he's looked all right. But
he's played quite well.
It makes me laugh, right? Because if you look at last season, everyone was knocking one out over Ryan Sessegnon. Yeah, where's he been all season?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's he been? Oh, what, you step up to Premier League, now you can't cut it?
Cut it, yeah.
Yeah, they should have accepted £50 million last season. Yeah, they should have. That would have paid their fucking manager off and they'd change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I do think we'll go with 5 at the back. I think Bella in the start. I think Ozil a start. I think Mustafi a start. I don't think he's got a hamstring injury. Load of bollocks. I know he went off the other day. I think he was just embarrassed more than anything, which is why he went off. I'm not even kidding. Not even joking, mate. I actually think he was embarrassed and thought, you know what, see you later. But saying that, he did not look fit to play that game, right? But the thing that made me laugh was when he went running up to halfway line, running past Torreira and Xhaka to try and win a fucking ball. And he just spanked. Yeah, I was just like, mate, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You are a centre-back and you are running past our defensive midfielder to try and win a ball in the air. Yeah, liability. But I think we'll win the game. I think that Lacazette a start. I think Aubameyang a start. I think they'll both start, to be honest with you. Ozil a start. And I can't see us not winning this game. And the thing is, we'll probably look fucking mustard at the weekend, or tomorrow, sorry. We'll probably look fucking amazing. Yeah, and we're going bang 4 or 5 past them. But the problem is, I said this to a friend of mine earlier, right? The 4 games we've lost this season, 3 of them teams are above us. All 3 of them teams are better than us. Let's be real. Man City are better than us. Chelsea at the minute are better than us. Liverpool, miles better than us. The only other game we've lost this season was to Southampton, and that was a Koscielny disaster class. You know, so, and the reason I still think we've got a chance at top 4 this season is because we've lost to 3 teams above us and 1 team that was shit. But that was their manager's first home game, right? So obviously the fans are going to be up for it. If you look at Chelsea, they've lost to Wolves and Leicester recently. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, there's hope there. The one thing I'll say, everyone's knocking one out about Man United. The 3 games they've played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all 5 teams above Man United won all 3 of them games as well. All 5 of us above them. One against Cardiff, Huddersfield and Bournemouth. All 5 won them games. Right? So let's judge Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his miracle fucking working when they actually play a better team. Because they've played 5 games against the 5 teams above them and they've gained 2 points. Yeah? They were lucky against us to get 1 point and they were unlucky
that Chelsea equalised in stoppage time, 96th minute at the Bridge. Right. Other than that, they've been walloped 3-0 by Tottenham. They got done fucking 3-1 by City, who were just taking the piss out of them. And they got done 3-1 by Liverpool, who were taking the piss out of them. And they've played 5 games, right? They've played us all once, the teams above them, right? We've played 6 games against the teams in or around us. We drew with United. We drew with Liverpool at home, right? We beat Tottenham. So there's 5 points we've taken straight away. And then obviously we've lost to Chelsea and we've lost to City. And then we lost to Liverpool as well. So we've taken 5 out of 18 points. Yeah. They've taken 2 out of 15. Yeah. So are United any better than us? Really? I don't think they are. Right? Chelsea, yeah, they're 5 points clear of us. But they've got a Wolves loss and a Leicester loss in them again. And like I said, Hazard is a big fucking key to their season. Right, so they're the 2 teams we're battling with. The other 3 are irrelevant. They're gone. We're nowhere near them. Let's be real.
I think for us, it's just about kind of just shutting up as players and even as a fan base, not worrying about what anyone else is doing. Let's just get back to our grind.
Yeah.
And just pick off these smaller teams, starting with Fulham.
And the thing is, what I would do against Fulham is I would not be going gung-ho against Fulham. Yeah, I would not. Let's just sit back and be boring 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah.
Because somebody said to me the other day, Chris, right? Somebody said to me the other day, they were like, "Oh yeah, but winning 1-0 every single week and boring football, what a load of shit." Oh, I'm sorry. What? Winning every week is boring. Yeah? Throw me back to George Graham days, mate. Yeah? 1-0 to the fucking Arsenal. Was that boring? Was it fuck?
That must have been a Wenger protector that said that.
Yeah, that's £1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See, listen, this is where you keep going left and then I get distracted. Let's just focus on the game. Shit.
Do you think we'll beat Fulham?
100%. I don't think.
What's your starting though? I'm not going to give away my starting lineup.
I know you're not. Go and check out Lee's channel for Lee's starting right now.
Yeah, I'll be putting that out by about 6 o'clock at a drop. So
I'm going to go 4 at the back.
Oh, okay.
Just because we don't have the personnel for fucking 5.
I think we do. I think we do.
No,
I think we do because Shelny came on the other day and Mustafi, I think, could be fit. Because, like I said, I think he just got embarrassed and made out an injury.
Well, let's see. I'm going to assume Mustafi's out. So if he's out, I'm playing 4 at the back, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to go with I was tempted to drop Leno. The only problem is I don't think Czech is good enough. So
neither of them are particularly good enough right now, to be fair.
So I'm going to
maybe put Matt Macy in goal.
Yeah. So I'm going to persist with Leno, but read him the riot act. For fuck's sake.
Is that because he was on FaceTime to one of our fans?
Yeah, I would love that. I'd love to. For some of them players, I'd love that. Right? I'm going to go with Bellerin because I think Bellerin will make it.
Yeah.
Leave Lichtsteiner were on the fucking bench.
Mate, listen, Lichtsteiner needs to be binned in January. Yeah, and I was over the moon when we signed him, but let's be real, bin him.
I'm gonna
make him a coach or something. Give him a coaching role. Fuck that, man. He ain't a player. He's done.
I'm going to go with Socrates. I so wish Mavropanos was fit because I'd start. Fuck this nonsense. But
do you know what? Very quickly, I've met him. Yeah, he was sat at Stamford Bridge in with the fans. Yeah, say sat. We all stand on the away end. Yeah, but he was stood with the fans at Stamford Bridge. The guy can't speak a word of English.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he's fucking brilliant. Nice lad.
To play it with Socrates, who speaks Greek perfect. Let's be real here. All he needs to do is communicate with Socrates, so he'd be good to go. So for me, I'd go with I hate him, Koscielny. Right, Koscielny and Socrates. I'll go with left back. We have no choice. Let's play Kolasinac. Monreal's out. I'm going to go with Torreira needs to sit down and rest. Take a long rest. If Ainsley was fit, I would love to play Ainsley there, but he's not fit. So I'm going to play Guendouzi.
What? Maitland-Niles is out.
He's out, yeah.
Why?
Got a knock, is the way they describe it.
I don't know. Fucking when Arsenal tweeted earlier, they never mentioned him.
I must admit, I'm going by what Sky Sports has said.
Yeah, they're fucking mate. Their sources are fucking Jeff Arsenal, mate. Don't worry about that. Fucking, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And fucking the Arsenal horse and all that bullshit. Yeah, fuck that, mate. Yeah, all right. Let me go on Arsenal fucking Twitter quickly.
This is what I know. So right,
Arsenal Twitter. Sorry, Chink. Yeah.
So I'm going right.
No,
So
man, Maitland-Niles ain't even in the fucking medical update. Ozil, Mustafi, Monreal, Bellerin, Mavropanos, Smith Rowe.
Okay. Well, all right. If he's fit, then I'd play him alongside Guendouzi. That's right. I'm dropping Xhaka.
Boy,
I'm dropping Xhaka.
Shit's got real.
I'm making some changes, man. Fuck this nonsense.
You sound like Tupac.
Mr. £350,000 a week earns some of his dough.
No wonder my man's got back and knee injuries, bro. He's carrying all that money about.
Yeah, man. I start him alongside Iwobi because I thought Iwobi played very.
Yeah, he was man of the match, man. For us, anyway.
I'd also put controversially, I put Aaron Ramsey in there. I disagree with it. I didn't think he played that badly. So I play with a 4-3-3 is essentially what I'm saying. And I drop Aubameyang. 14 fucking touches, suck a dick. I drop him.
Yeah, but you lot blame the fucking midfielders for that.
I do, but I also blame him. So I'd start Lacazette. I'd make some changes with the view of freshening the team up, sending a message, and also giving them a little bit of confidence to then go and kick on and win this fucking game, which I believe that team can. So that would be my team.
If we don't, then fuck me, the meltdown's going to be fucking epic.
I know, right?
It's time to go.
2009.
It's time to go if you don't fucking win. Fucking hell, we're going to see all of that.
But anyway,
not
people.
From Claude, by the way, because Claude would never say that about Emery. Not right now, anyway.
I think Claude would give him a season and then.
Yeah, man. I listen, fucking Claude's. I love Claude, man. He's like the dad. He's like my Arsenal dad. Because my dad don't support Arsenal; he supports Millwall. Right? But Claude's like my Arsenal dad, man. I fucking love him.
Well, you guys. So anyway, thank you guys for staying.
Chris, what's your score prediction?
Oh, I'm going with 2-0. I think it'd be pretty.
Well, you don't think we're going to concede a goal with that defence with Koscielny in it?
I think we'll be all right. I think, given the way people have reacted to the Liverpool game, Emery will demand a reaction. And against
well, apparently, he fucking sacked Mustafi and Koscielny down 1-on-1. Yeah, right, and fucking read the riot act. Apparently,
good.
Yeah. The problem is you can't teach an old dog new tricks, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're better off fucking sticking a medley in there or something. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I was tempted with. I put Medley on the bench just in case Koscielny has a fucking breakdown. But no, I would go with. We're paying him, and until we're not paying him, these motherfuckers need to start earning their dough. And
what about Elneny at centre back? Speaking
of which, if Jenkinson don't make it, if Bellerin don't make it, I put Jenkinson there. Fuck Lichtsteiner. I ain't playing Lichtsteiner there.
Yeah, to be fair, I agree with that. I'd put Jenkins. I can't stand Jenkinson, mate. I think he's been a leech. I genuinely think he's been a leech to this football club, and because he had fucking Arsenal fucking curtains and Arsenal pajamas, yeah, so did I. I had Arsenal bedspread. Do you know what I mean? Fucking yeah. What? Because you're a fucking fan of the club and your granddad played for us. What that means you get a contract for the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bullshit, mate.
I'll tell you what. Buster Cherry said it in the chat room. Honestly, the way our defense is playing, can we fucking roll out Mertesacker? You played a lot better than
What a fucking reply.
Who beat you?
I'll tell you something, we would have fucking been better at Anfield the other night. That's for sure.
100%. 100%. I said it before, I said it again. The man could read the game at least. He could read the game. So, anyway, guys.
I'm actually going to tweet that. Thanks for that, Busted Cherry. I'll beat you to it on Twitter, yeah?
He doesn't tweet. So, yeah, you're free to thank you so much to everyone that's joined us. For some weird reason, consistently, we had 170 people consistently listening to Lee waffle. So that was amazing. So thank you, guys. Crush that like button if you enjoyed the show. It was the last show of the year. So I thank you. Thank you to everybody's support over the year as well. The donations, the shout-outs. I gave Lee this memoir thing that I bet he didn't even listen to a couple of shows ago, where I was just thanking him. But as I have him on, thank you for all your help, brother. I appreciate it.
Nah, that's cool, man. And I probably didn't see that, to be honest with you.
You probably didn't, did you?
Do you know what? I must admit, the last live stream I watched was last night, yeah. Before that, I genuinely can't remember. And I know I sound like a right prick for saying that, 'cause you're my boy, yeah?
Online, out online right now, yeah.
Yeah, like, no, when you do a live one, like, obviously I'll watch them back, yeah? Not all of them, I must admit, yeah? Right? But when you do a live, last night, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, because when I retweeted it, I didn't realise it was 7:30, right? Okay. And then I went on YouTube and I just thought, oh, let me see my channel, see how many subs I've got on that, yeah? And I see your thing pop up here. I was like, oh, fuck, it's live now. Let me log in. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, big up, man. Appreciate every single person, even the haters, even my man earlier hating, yeah? Mwah. Love you, baby. Yeah? Come holler, man, at the Bergkamp statue. Yeah, I'll be there after the game. Yeah, big up. Yeah, I'll give you a big hug and a kiss because obviously you need it. Buttercup. You know what I'm saying? What was his name?
Nathaniel something.
Nathaniel, come holler, man, yeah? Big up.
Oh my gosh.
Stan Hope's probably next in line, sitting there butt now.
Don't get rushed, whatever you do. And if you do find yourself in trouble, I'm only half an hour away.
Listen. Fuck them, man. What are they going to do? They're just sitting hyping online. They don't even go to games, man. Fuck it. And if they do go to games, they don't say shit because they're not as big when they're in front of you. Yeah? Idiots, man. Fucking keep hating. You keep watching. You keep fucking just hating for nothing. Because you want to hate. If you want to hate, block the channel, innit?
True.
Simple, innit? Yeah? But they love to hate.
I never understand the mentality of
very quickly, right? I see somebody fucking hyping the other night going, oh, how comes, yeah, when we were 22 unbeaten, I never see any of this fucking AFTV bullshit on my fucking timeline, yeah? Now we lose 5-1 at Anfield. It's fucking everywhere. It's like a cancer, yeah? Yeah? Blame the people you're following for retweeting that shit, my G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For me, I never understand the mentality of being
fucking idiots, man.
Oh
they love to hate.
Oh my gosh, you got Leon again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. How about, Chris, how about next person that says to you, oh my gosh, you got that fucking dickhead Leon again, yeah? How about say to him, yeah, cool, why don't you come on then and show your face, yeah? Yeah? Guess what? My man's got fucking Dr. Dot on his face like Pizza Head, yeah? Fucking idiots, man. Seriously. Yeah, they've all got some sort of fucking problem with them where they're fucking hating for no reason because they feel shit about their life. Yeah.
Can I just say something, right? Normally, I do like this brother, but because he's done it in caps so many times, I'm deliberately not giving you a shout out. And you know who you are. I'm deliberate because I saw you the first time and I was going to give you a shout out. And then literally 2 seconds later, I saw another one. And then 3 seconds later, I saw another one. I thought, brother, what the fuck are you spamming my chat room for? So now, I'm not going to give it.
Chick, seriously, next person that says, why the fuck have you got that Lee Gunner on? He's a fucking prick and this and that, yeah? So, yeah, cool. I'll send you the link. Why don't you come on? Yeah? Watch how quick they backtrack. Yeah? And do you know what? You see all these people that think it's easy to talk into a fucking camera outside a football stadium, yeah? Right? How about all these people that give it, oh, it's negative, it's caused a divide. How about you lot go and fucking make it a positive thing then, yeah? right? Because I say something now, yeah. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. People absolutely melt as soon as they get their opportunity in front of Robbie. Yeah, they melt because they realise, fuck, there's 150 people standing around me, all screaming and shouting, all putting their input in, and I've got to try and keep my thought process. But because I'm a dense cunt, yeah, and I just love to hate, I can't keep my thought process because I'm thick, and people are whispering in my ear and screaming and shouting. Trust. Go and see Robbie after the game against Fulham. Go and ask Robbie to let you on the channel. He'll let anybody on it. I've seen that with my own eyes. And guess how quickly you fucking melt. So before you sit here hating behind a fucking Ozil Avi, yeah, thinking you're a G on New Year's Eve, yeah, let's see if you rock up against Fulham and go and ask Robbie for an interview.
All right. Well, let's bounce. And as Paul Friedman says, and I think this is an appropriate way to leave it, even with all the grief, it's Arsenal till I die.
Exactly.
That's how you get a
out,
shout out.
Emery fucking in forever.
Just to the other guy, that's how you get a shout out right there. Big shout out.
Yeah, boy. Fair play to him, man.
Right. So let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Lee, let the people know where they can find you.
Don't follow me on Twitter. Because
right.
I will expose your bullshit. Trust me. Right? You want to come with your hate? I will fucking quote tweet your shit and you'll delete your tweet. Right? So do not follow me on LeeGunner82 on Twitter. Follow me on Insta by all means, because that's such a nice platform. It's happy. Yeah, it's really happy. No hate on Instagram. Why is that? Oh yeah, you can't fucking troll on Instagram. Right? So LeeGunner82 on Instagram. DM me the followed from the show. I reply, I follow you back. Don't DM me on Twitter because you will not be opened at all. Lee Gunner on YouTube. And by the way, my preview of the game will be out in about 40 minutes.
And as Pablo Amar says, Lee Gunner is one cunt you got to love.
Do you know what? Respect that, Pablo, yeah?
And listen, no shade to Beastly. He's a good guy, man. I just like, what the fuck is he spamming my chat room for? You know what? Fuck that. So, yeah.
Right, listen, people just fucking love to be liked, man. Like, people just like, they love to be out there. They love to see their face. Like the amount of account. I don't block anyone, Chris, right, on Twitter. Very rarely block anyone. In the last 18 months, I've blocked hardly anyone, right? Anyone that set up an account in December with 0 followers and 0 following, you're blocked. Yeah, don't even tweet me. Yeah, because as soon as you tweet me, you've highlighted you're a fucking troll. And because you're a pussy and you can't fucking tweet me off your main account, you're getting blocked. Yeah, fucking seriously. These people are spastics, mate. Anyway, I'm gone. Laters. Love you all. Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year, guys. Take care. Or crush that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. And honestly, genuinely, have a fantastic New Year. All right? All right, people. We're out of it. All I can see is people just insulting Lee now. So
come insult me on Twitter. Come, bring it.
All right. Take care, man. Peace.